Hello everyone, this is Vinay here again from Learn Coding with Vinay, and we are into the video number 2 of our mini video series where we are discussing hashing password in MVC application. Right. In this video, we are going to discuss our agenda of creating an MVC application using Entity Framework Core first approach with Perplexity. So that we need guidance from Perplexity. We want the coding job to be done by Perplexity. We will be simply copy pasting the code which Perplexity gives us, right? So before that, we will have to let Perplexity know that what kind of output we are expecting and what we are trying to achieve, so that we are supposed to set with it. So I have written the prompt. Let me copy that prompt on open it on Perplexity, right? So we already discussed the two approach in previous videos, that hashing the application at application end and database end, right? Now we are slowly moving towards the our main agenda, that we are how to hash the password at the application end and how to use it, right? And we will be using ASP.NET Core 9 MVC application and Entity Framework Core first approach, right? So this is what certain thing I want to install, inform Perplexity AI, so that it generates the response accordingly. I'll read out the prompt for you guys. You can pause the video and check it out. Right. So here I am saying, let's implement the password hashing at application end in an MVC application. Please consider following. We will be using ASP.NET Core 9 MVC application. We will be using EF Core first approach. Right. Let's have a dedicated hashing class to hash password, right, which will be used in registration and compare to used in login, right? So we should have a one class that can hash a particular string, and one class with two method, basically hashing and comparing, right? So we need two method in that. Next is user entity. We are keeping it minimal, just keeping ID, name, email, mobile, and password. Ideally there can be any other thing like address, birth date, any other information, right? But we are keeping it minimal for this example, right? And we are also requesting it that what should be the data type of password in this, right? Let's see what Perplexity has to suggest us, right? And I am also telling that considering above, please guide step by step, right? Steps should include all possible minor details like installing required packages for entity framework, right? Adding connection string, model classes, creating db class, whatever those steps are there, they should be listed. And we'll go for register and user functionality later, but as the first step, let's try to configure our project for the entity framework core first approach, right? Because for to use entity framework, certain things needs to be at certain places, right? So that's what I am requesting Perplexity to give us in the response. So let's push this and wait for the response. Okay, so Perplexity has generated the response. Let's look at it once. So it has given some video links also. We don't want that. We just need steps, because that's what we will be following. So here it is saying that create MVC project, adding packages, adding connection string. Okay, this is good. Generating a model. This is good. Adding a DB context class. Okay, registering it in program.cs. This is good. Then running the migration. Okay, this creates the initial database and user table. Okay, now let's say you have an MVC project. Okay, ready for the next step, implementing password hashing class. Yeah. Okay. So this is what Perplexity has given us. But I missed to tell it one thing. Let me push it over here. Right? We will be using Argon algo to has the password. I I kind of missed to inform you that we will be using algo to has the password. Let's say, let's wait. Okay, so Perplexity has generated the response. Earlier, if you notice, let me go on top, right? In the user entity, it has given us the two column, password hash and password salt, right? So this was a usual practice where there was a salt, basically a key kind of thing that was used to encrypt your password text, right? That was there with this PBK2 and other algorithms, right? With Argon, actually the salt and password, they both are part of one text only. Right? So we don't need to store the salt separately. So that is the reason it revises the user entity with only one column now. Password has, right? Because password has, this will have both, has password and salt inside it. Right? If we are using Argon algorithm, right? Password has setup. See, recommended NuGet package. We'll have to install this package and it to password column data type, store password as a string, right? So we need to store it as a string only. Change user entity to password. This string will include all argon2 parameters, salt and the hash. See, here it is written that it will all, the single text will store salt and the hash both, making verification straightforward. Otherwise, with other algorithm, there has to be a key that is used to hash a particular string. We will also have to store them. Right. So that's why initially it gave us the salt column also. Right. So that's it in this video. From the next video we'll start implementing these steps in MVC application. So stay tuned and stay connected. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching this video.